Ladies and gentlemen, politics is very interesting, and politics is a dirty game. I normally tell people, if you want to be loved by people or to be loved by everyone, don't join politics. Sell ice cream. Yesterday, over 40 members, to be specific, 48 members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region and the diaspora made a very serious speech endorsing Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki as their spokesperson. Listen in.
We, as elected leaders from this region and its diaspora, on our own behalf and that of our people, unanimously resolve that our link to the national government to be the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, Professor Kithure Kindiki, whose responsibilities in the executive includes the coordination of national government functions across the country. This declaration is issued on the 12th of September 2024 by the following members. We are going to share this report with you, so you'll be able to see the members present. We have 35 members with us here. Then we have some 13 members who are not here with apology, so it's a total of 48. But they are all in concurrence with what.
Now, that is a statement by Mount Kenya members of parliament, 48 Mount Kenya members of parliament. 35 were physically present, while 13 were in concurrence but were not physically present. Before we dive in, allow me to ask you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this one, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. On this particular video, give it a like so that it may be visible to many and many more viewers. Today we are at 820 subscribers, and most probably by tomorrow we'll be at 900. So continue subscribing, guys. By doing so, you really support this channel and you make us grow. Now, what next for Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, after the endorsement of Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki by 48 members of parliament from Mount Kenya?
Interventions zimejaribiwa kufanyika ya kuchange His Excellency the Deputy President. They are affecting the presidency of Dr. William Ruto. And I wish we can tell our people, just stop wherever you are. Wacha tushikane, tuone vile tutaweka rais na deputy wafanya kazi tuweze kuruka 2027. Bwana DL, mimi nilianzana na president nikiwa 2008. I was a councillor and chairman of the council. We have walked the journey with the president at the backyard. But the people about who will suffer a lot under the presidency ni sisi. Because we are talking the truth. Tunamwambia ukijaribu hiyo mambo ya kina Kindiki kubadilisha, ukijaribu hiyo mambo ya Ndindi, ukijaribu hiyo mambo ya whoever kubadilisha, wananchi wamekataa. That's the truth. Lakini ukisema hiyo ukweli, unarushwa nje. We will suffer. Na DL imefika hata kwetu. You are not going through the right process vile ulipigania hii serikali. Tukiomba kina Sudi, saidieni tafadhali.
For those who were there, all of us were there in 2022, and we saw Abraham Kithure Kindiki was endorsed by almost all the MPs in a meeting that was held in current residence of the then Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, William Ruto, and they unanimously agreed to support Kindiki to be the running mate. But how Rigathi ended up being the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya is something that we will never understand until Jesus comes back. So far, Rigathi was trying to make himself appear as the undisputed Mount Kenya Kingpin by virtue of being the deputy president. But it is really shocking that these members of parliament have come up or have ganged up against him to come up with another person. Before I tell you, we'll talk about what next, let us talk about the ramifications or the impacts of this endorsement. On this endorsement, first I see the hand of President William Ruto. You see, being president in this country, you always receive the information. You have all the information. The intelligence reports are being tabled to him every morning, and so using the information, he has realized that he has lost Mount Kenya to Rigathi Gachagua, and now he wants to use these 48 MPs to reclaim the lost glory that he had in the mountain. You see, in the previous election, the mountain unanimously voted for him. 47% of the votes that he got came from the Mount Kenya region. So now he has realized Rigathi has taken away, he has run away with the people of the mountain. The people on the ground really love Rigathi. Those people from the mountain can really tell you that Rigathi is so much loved in the region. To an extent, the said 48 MPs have really had a rough time in the mountain. Every time they go to any place, they are being booed. Every time they try to speak, they are being booed. Reason being, they are against Rigathi. So, number one, the president is trying to reclaim the Mount Kenya region using these 48 MPs. You see, in the previous election, William Ruto managed to successfully dethrone Uhuru Kenyatta from the mountain, and he had a big say. The good thing then is they had Raila Odinga phobia. You see, in the mountain, there are people who believe that Raila Odinga is a devil. And so it was very easy to sell this narrative to the people of the mountain that, oh, I'm your savior. And the way William Ruto was appearing, he was appearing like someone who just came from heaven, descended from heaven, and came to save the people in Kenya. So, he's trying to reclaim the mountain through these 48 MPs. I don't know if he'll succeed because Rigathi is not a pushover, as I always tell you. Number two, it could be William Ruto is planning to replace Rigathi as a running mate in 2027, and is preparing the mountain for another person who is not Rigathi. So he's trying to do early preparation to ensure that the people are prepared psychologically, that Rigathi is no longer your kingpin. And now, I am planning to bring a new kingpin. And most probably may name Kindiki. If he plays his cards well, he may be named as the running mate. And in the list of the 48 MPs, the people who are in that meeting will really shock you. We had people like Mwangi Kiunjuri, the MP for Laikipia East, who has been really attacking Rigathi Gachagua badly. We have Kimani Ichung'wah. I think I've said so much about Kimani Ichung'wah, and I've been posting to you the videos and clips that he has been attacking Rigathi Gachagua. He was there in the list. But I never saw Ndindi Nyoro in the list. Where is Ndindi Nyoro? I don't know. Maybe he's also angry because he thought maybe the people should have endorsed him instead of Kindiki, but he was not in the list. So these people, they are trying to prepare, Ruto is trying to prepare Mount Kenya for another person as the running mate. Number three, President Ruto could be planning to divide the mountain into two. You see, Moi used in the Moi cookbook or the Being Bad, the book of the ways of becoming bad. Moi during his tenure did so much to ensure that the Mount Kenya was divided. He knew that for you to rule Kenya, you need a divided mountain. A divided mountain means easy penetration and easy leadership. Like when they're divided and they're making a lot of noise. You see now, all the people in Kenya, other regions are united, apart from the mountain, which who are fighting amongst themselves. They are fighting their own son, and it is really not a good precedence. So that is the three things that why I think Ruto had to use these people to make such a statement. Now, what next for Rigathi? What next for Rigathi Gachagua? Rigathi, immediately after the election, he did so much to consolidate the mountain using the President Ruto script that he used in 2022 to marshal support from the mountain, and he has really worked very hard to bring the people together. And to be honest, Rigathi is very popular in the ground. The leaders may not love him, but he's very popular on the ground. The people love him, and I can tell you, the 48 MPs that endorsed Kindiki have started digging their own political grave, and I can tell them to prepare to go home in 2027. Because anyone who will not be supporting Rigathi will definitely go home. That one I can tell you for free. And so Rigathi now, he has two options. Number one is to consolidate the people of the ground. I know the governors were not in the meeting. He can now start using governors. You see, Raila Odinga in the previous election was using governors. William Ruto was using MPs. But Rigathi can now start by using governors. He can now mobilize the ground by using governors. Because I know majority of the governors, apart from Anu Waiguru and any other governors who are supporting Rigathi. Anu Waiguru and maybe Susan Kika, I don't know. I'm not sure. But majority of the governors from the Mount Kenya region are behind him. I saw also very few senators were in that meeting. So that means he can use governors and senators and MCS to mobilize the ground for him so that he can take over in the next election. And he can, because I know, I told you, and I still insist in this, the name of Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua will be on the ballot in 2022, whether you like it or not. So he can now start using governors and MCS. Another thing, number two, the thing that he can do is, he can choose to fight out with President Ruto in the mountain. He can start by attacking the said 48 MPs and accuse them and paint them as traitors, that they are traitors in the region and they have betrayed the cause of the people of the mountain. And you see the people of the mountain, they are easily swayed by the emotions. You can easily persuade them, or you can easily control them by playing the victim card. You play the victim card, you appear the victim, seeking sympathy from the people. And I know majority of the people from the mountain will buy that. This one is very interesting. We'll be following in to see. I know Rigathi will be responding as soon as possible. Let's wait and see. Until next time, this is Hirram Kemei. See you next time. Bye-bye.